Everyone, welcome to the course on electromagnetic theory and interference. In this session, we will discuss about waveguides and find the wave equations for rectangular waveguide. Uh, why we go for waveguide? At microwave frequencies, the transmission of electromagnetic energy along the transmission lines and coaxial cables are difficult because of the dielectric and conductor losses, and conductor losses comes because of the skin effect also. So waveguide is nothing but a metallic tube which is used to transmit the electromagnetic power at microwave frequencies. Since it's a metallic tube, it is made of copper, aluminum or brass, and they are used at microwave frequencies which is covering frequencies from 3 to 300 gigahertz, and which is able to handle a larger bandwidth and carry the electromagnetic signal with lower signal attenuation. And the waveguides usually operate above the certain frequency called cutoff frequency, and hence waveguide act as a high pass filter. And we should know that waveguides cannot transmit the DC, direct current. And waveguide, it will assume any arbitrary but uniform cross section, and we can see that the common waveguides are circular or rectangular in shape. We are going to focus on a rectangular waveguide and find the wave equations for this. So we are going to consider a hollow rectangular waveguide, and this waveguide is lossless. That means the conductivity of the walls is infinity, but inside the waveguide, the hollow part, the conductivity is zero. So we are going to apply the Maxwell equation with appropriate boundary conditions to find the different modes of wave propagation and the corresponding electric and magnetic field expressions. So this is a rectangular waveguide we are going to consider. So the along the x-axis, my broader dimension of the waveguide A is placed, and along the y-axis, the narrow dimension B is there. And we can see that wave propagation is along the z direction, and the waveguide is filled with lossless dielectric material, source-free lossless dielectric material. So the rho v is zero since it's source-free, and similarly the current density is zero. And since it's a lossless dielectric material, the conductivity is approximately equal to zero. But walls are perfectly conducting, so its conductivity will be infinity. So we know that from the lossless medium, Maxwell equation in phase are formed, especially the Helmholtz equation. We know that del square Es minus gamma square Es is equal to 0. Since gamma is the sum of attenuation and phase constant, since in lossless medium there is no attenuation, we get instead of gamma, J beta. So gamma square is minus beta square. So substituting that only, already one negative sign will be there in the Helmholtz equation. So del square Es plus we get a beta square Es. We are considering beta as k here, okay, equal to 0. Similarly for magnetic field. So the beta value is going to be k here, that is equal to omega root of mu epsilon. And the time factor e power j omega t is also considered. So each of the fields Es and Hs is composed of all the components along the x, y and z. Okay, so we can see that to find the electric field and magnetic field, we have to solve 6 scalar equation. Here for the first equation, so 3 equations we will get along the x, y, z direction. Similarly for the second magnetic field also 3 sets of equation for Hs, HYS, HZS. We are going to consider, since wave is propagating along the Z direction, only Z component we are going to consider and rewrite the first equation. So del square Es is written as dou square EZS divided by dou x square plus dou square EZS by dou y square plus dou square EZS by dou z square plus k square EZS is equal to 0. This is a second order partial differential equation, and to solve this we are going to use separation of variables method. Even though Ez of S is it's we are considering the wave propagation in z direction. So it is composed of all the coordinates x, y, z. So we can separate as a different three functions. Here x of x, y of y and z of s are the functions of x, y and z respectively. We are going to substitute this separation of variables solution to the above expression and divide by x, y, z. We get x double dash, since it's second order differential equation, x double dash by x plus y double dash by y plus z double dash by z is equal to minus k square. Okay, and since these variables are independent, so each term here is a constant. So x double dash by x is equal to minus kx square. Similarly, y double dash by y is minus ky square. Z double dash by z is gamma square. So these are separation constant kx, ky and gamma, right? And we are going to separate the terms. Since the right hand side is equal, I am going to equate the left hand side. So x double dash plus kx square x. So already negative sign is there, right? So plus kx square x is equal to 0. Y double dash plus ky square into y is equal to 0. Then z double dash, so minus gamma square z is equal to 0. So we can write the solution for the second order partial differential equation in this form. So x of x is c1 cos kxs plus c2 sin kxx, all should be a function of x. Similarly, y of I, same, constants are different, c3 cos kyy plus c4 sin kyy. For the z, it is going to be c5 e power gamma z plus c6 e power minus gamma z. So we are going to substitute all the separate functions in this fifth equation, so that everything is now turned into the product. So in the upcoming sessions, we will discuss how to find the exact expression for EZ component. Okay, after doing some approximation, and we will be finding 5 more equations. Okay, one equation we have found out of 6. 5 more wave equations we will see for rectangular waveguide in upcoming sessions. Thank you everyone. Happy learning.